Just left the dermatologist. I initially went because, you know, I'm a little self-conscious, nervous about my hair, you know, I'm not trying to lose my hair. And I feel like, you can't see it in this lighting, oh maybe you can. I feel like the front hairs are thinner than the back hairs. So I was hoping, you know, they could show me the way and guide me to flourishing in the hair department. My mom set up the appointment. Yes, I'm not a real adult. My mom still sets up my appointments. When she set up my appointment, she talked about acne and a rash. So clearly somebody's got a problem with my regular skin. Well, I do too, but I was just gonna wash my face more or some shit. She ended up giving me guidance, not prescribing anything, just guidance to some over-the-counter shit for the hair stuff. She said it wasn't too bad and now's the time to take advantage of it, because doing it later is gonna be much more hard, so you know. Fair. She hit me with some like gel and some pills for my skin and some gel or cream or whatever for the back of my neck. So, you know, it's rebuild season, feel me? You know, it's not just about what we creating. You know what I mean? I'm trying to create my best self right now, you feel me?
You ain't know, now you know, yeah. You ain't know, shit I play for keeps. At the top, you should see my feet. Stole this beef and brew, shit I gotta eat. And my song, yeah, they go for 10 a piece. Sharp and Shannon, skip all of the planning. Girl, pick up the phone, this might be important. Shit, your daddy on the phone. Hello, bitch, I'm the shit, you the shit, we the shit. I got you, you got me, we got two, now we bitch.
So yeah, you want I am a king in my own right. See what's that one?
Okay.
Man, they so right.
Yeah, I am a king in my own right. Fight through the dark with my own light. They think I'm conceited and cocky and full of myself. Man, they so right now. On my skull, got these chains on my wrist. I'm a slave to my...
How long did the high pitch go?
I assume all the way till bitch look alive.
If you calm and correct, then it's off with his head. If you fucking with my check, then it's off with his head. Then it's off with his head. Then it's off with his head.
I just found it. I feel like I just seen it, or I be seeing it. Oh. You gonna say it each time?
I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna say like the last line, cause like when we wanted was like the off with their head, like interrupting each other almost. So the last line would be like off with their heads, man. That shit is fucking dead, man. So I was gonna say that, and then I figured you just use that at the end, and then just chop up the offs. I could try to simulate it, but it might be corny and shit, you know. Off with their off with like.
We used to do that shit when we ain't know how to.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible.
Like I swear I never like put the offs in the same place. Like it's like sometimes this is like one interruption. Sometimes I'm like off with it. It's like
dubstep off his head.
Off with their heads, man. That shit is fucking dead, man. Ooh. Oh shit. People talk about like toxic people all the time, right? I think that's the one that bothers me the most, because it's always like, oh, cutting you out of my life is like, isn't being an asshole, it's self-care because you're toxic and shit to me. It bothers me because I think I take it personal for two reasons. One, because I just like care about people so much that like I don't like to move or look at people in a way where it's like, oh, you are toxic, you know what I'm saying? And I think it also feels personal because I feel like there's been a couple times in my life when I've been looked at like I'm the toxic one, and I fully know my intentions were like pure and shit, but like they weren't looking at it through my perspective. They were looking at it through their perception of what they thought my perspective was. So when I see that shit, I'm like, bro, like, y'all can't just label people as toxic and be like, you're out because you're a piece of shit.
I feel
you know
like
what I'm saying?
With
it's
people,
self-care.
Yeah, like with people labeling people as toxic, like don't get me wrong, there's definitely some manipulative, like toxic.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm not trying to say that it's not. I just feel like it's thrown around too easily.
Right, yeah, that's what, like, I feel like whenever people, like, feel that they've been done wrong in any sense, then automatically whoever it is toxic.
I don't like to call people toxic because although some people are shitty as fuck, I don't think people genuinely, in their heart of hearts, move in ways to hurt others. And when I think of the word toxic, I think poison. You know what I mean? Like, you are a poison to my happiness, woo woo. And that's super shitty to tell somebody. I've been treated like that before. And it fucking hurt, because I'm like, what did I do? How can I change? How can I be better? Because I'm very, like, self-reflective like that. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, I did everything right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I didn't like do this to hurt you. I didn't do this to hurt you. I jumped through these hoops to be with. Like, so for me, it's like, it's not toxic people, it's toxic situations. Like, you know what? You are cool. We have good times, but we don't mesh. For whatever reason that is. I'm not toxic, you're not toxic, this situation is. So I don't like to look at people like that, because I feel like people are endearing to who they want to be endearing to. People connect with people differently.
This is a public service announcement. Stop using the term self-care so loosely, please.
There you go. Loosely.
Please.
Loosely.
Because you can't just neglect all of your responsibilities and say, oh, this is a self-care day, and do that shit on a weekly basis. Do better.
By daily basis. That Mike jersey though.
I was gonna wear the bread toe ones, but then I realized I wasn't gonna sit long enough to not at least shoot a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And my shit would have been like that, and you and me would be crying.
Over with.
Gerald,
Confirmed fact.
we're gonna snap that.
Buddy ass over there is having hype beast photo shoot.
Do you remember the balls they made that had the pump built in them?
Okay, player.
Remember that shit? My buddy.
Flat, remember?
Oh, I think I tore my hamstring.
Over with.
Oh shit. Oh man.
You were so stressed.
I was
You
stressed
were
as
breathing.
fuck. I took a picture of it.
Let's go.
It's late at night. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything accomplished because I think I'm going to try to approach life differently. See, eventually down the road, it's going to get to a point where your boy is going to be contacted by people. And they're going to sit here and be like, hey, are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? Or your boy's going to reach out to people and be like, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in that. I'm going to get booked to do things. You know, try to land roles. Like I said, I have a whole list of shit I want to accomplish and I want to do in life. Get to a point where I'm going to actually start doing those things. When I start doing those things, you know, that's going to be on the agenda. We got to schedule, we got to figure that out. But until we get there, I think it's time to start moving like life before I get there. I do this channel here. We got the H2BU channel. Brian wants to start a channel. I've been talking about, you know, the streaming shit. There's so much to do. And so when that happens, I'm gonna wake up, have to answer emails, have to hit the comment sections, have to do lots of stuff, and have to keep churning out content. And it'll always be a busy time, and I think I'll enjoy it. I'll be more fulfilled by it, and I'll feel like my days are more worthwhile than they are now. Verse from last week, right? I wrote it, but I didn't have it memorized. And I felt really shitty about the process. I was laughing through it, but I felt really bad because Gerald is a way better rapper than me. And when we were filming it, I kept fucking up. Like, I kept messing up. Throughout all those takes, I think Gerald might have messed up 4 or 5 times. And 3 of those, I think of those 4 or 5 times, only 2 of those mess ups were him. The other ones were entirely me being goofy, or me trying to create humor to mask my shame, and that caused him to fuck up. So like, I felt bad because I was the reason why it wasn't working well and shit. And you know, he wasn't putting any blame on me, he was being real supportive, but I'm my biggest critic, so I felt super shitty. But I think I wrote a really good verse. But even in the one take that I got through it, I fucked up a bunch of times. So what I'm gonna do for you, because I think this verse deserves to be appreciated, is I'm gonna read it to you because I'm insecure. Here we go. So, a future legend just wanted to be seen, places all his dreams in being on your screen. Told the eyes at a young age and then he starts to pout. That's the first time in his life he's ever felt some doubt. Doubt is the theme that controls his behind the scenes. The director yelling cut when he starts trying new things. Am I good enough to get the sub count to earn a plaque? Am I good enough to make racks off all of these raps? Can I lose enough weight to be comfortable in more than just black? Fell on the wrong path with no map, so now I'm forced to adapt. That's my one life, no soap, gray stripe, Wonderland, one night, is this the end? Big fright, strap in and the bull starts to rage. We're not on the same page, we're feeling pain like the sage. I work through that, they ask him why I do that. I tell them life's the true trap, I wish the young me knew that. I let these thoughts fly out at night, man, when I get on Twitter. As an archive of my life, because I'm not a quitter. I've been acquitted, living even pessimistic, often pushed to the limit, but can never say I submitted. Staying busy. That's it. That's it. I'm staying busy. I'm essentially trying to tell you that there's so much that I want to do, and there's so much that I can be doing that I'm not doing. And you need to take advantage of your time, because time is the only thing we can't get back. That's gonna be forced as fuck if I can make that happen. Your boy's out here trying to do a stream thing. I'm live right now, but I'm fucking struggling. So you have to put a delay on your video to be in sync with that, but then I have the audio going through the computer, but also the audio going through the webcam. So one would be early, one would be late. There would be two audios. So maybe the other audio is on time. I don't know. But visually, I'm watching this and the lag isn't like there or anything. So I guess that's fine. I fucking figured it out instantly. I'm a fucking champion. So now I just gotta figure out the chat thing, because my workaround is gonna like be a goofy and shit. But I am live, moving officially. It's hot as fuck in the Midwest. Summer has officially arrived. Today your boy is gonna sit here, go to Starbucks and start filling out these applications, because I can't keep not making money. It's stressful as fuck. It's summer. All the shit happens during the summer. There's so much shit that I want to do this summer that without proper funds I can't. Complacency and comfort doesn't make me happy, doesn't make me feel warm inside, it doesn't feel like a good place to be. It feels all bad, you know? I haven't been trying very hard to search for new jobs since winter, well, since fall. I like try every now and then, but I don't really give it that real good effort. But it's time for a change.